Good afternoon, or good evening, or good day. This is Mrs. O coming to you live from the library that I work in. And I would like to read today Toot and Puddle, the New Friend by Holly Hobbie. Toot and Puddle, the New Friend by Holly Hobbie. Copyright 2004. Stories a little older. 16 years to be exact. On a sunny day in October, Opal came to Woodcock Pocket for a visit, and she brought along a new friend, Daphne. "Isn't Daphne beautiful?" Opal said. "She's quite pretty," said Puddle, smiling at the new friend. And it looks like it's fall in that picture. Daphne did perfect cartwheels. She could stand on her head perfectly, and she could do a backflip. "You certainly are talented," Toot told her. "I'll never be good at gymnastics," said Opal. "No one jumps rope better than Daphne," said Opal. "Faster!" cried Daphne. "Faster!" "What shall we do for fun tonight?" Puddle asked. "I know," Toot said. "Let's see who can stand on one leg the longest." "1, 2, 3, go!" Daphne cried excitedly. Toot wobbled and soon tipped over. Opal plunked flat on her bottom. Finally, Puddle lost his balance too. The last one standing on one leg was Daphne. "Let's see who can hold their breath the longest," Puddle suggested next. 1, 2, 3, go!" shouted Daphne. Puddle was the first to give up on this time, then Opal, and finally even Toot. The last one left holding her breath was little Daphne. "I don't know how you do it," Puddle said. "It's easy," Daphne said. "I just do it." For the evening's entertainment, Opal performed bird songs. She imitated an owl and a crow and a duck. "Hoo, hoo," she said. "Caw, caw," quack, quack, quack. Toot and Puddle clapped and whistled. "Can you do the nightingale?" Daphne asked. "That's my favorite." But Opal didn't know the nightingale's song. When it was Daphne's turn to perform, she played a Mozart violin concerto perfectly. "That was beautiful," said Opal. "Lovely," Puddle agreed. "Delightful," Toot chimed in. "You certainly are musical." Daphne took a bow. "Sometimes I wish I was as good at things as Daphne is," said Opal. "Everyone is different, and everyone is good at different things," Puddle told her. "You're you, and Daphne is Daphne." "But she's better at everything," said Opal. In the morning, Opal and Daphne drew pictures of themselves with crayons, and they asked Toot and Puddle to be art judges. Who made the best self-portrait? Puddle said. "They're just completely different." "They are," Toot agreed. "Opal's picture is more realistic, and Daphne's is less realistic." "I know," Daphne said. "I like less realistic." After lunch, everyone played Go Fish, which was Opal's favorite card game. She won 3 times in a row. "Hooray!" she cheered. "It's my lucky day." "I'm bored," Daphne said. "I quit." For supper, Puddle made noodles with his favorite homemade dandelion sauce. But Daphne said, "I don't like dandelion sauce." "Puddle makes the best," said Opal. "Just try one bite," Toot coaxed. "I want mine plain," Daphne insisted. "I think your new friend is a bit of a prima donna," Toot said. "What's a prima donna?" Opal asked. "Someone who thinks she's overly special," Puddle exclaimed, "like the biggest shooting star in the sky." "Well, I think Daphne is overly special," was Opal's reply. But in the morning, Daphne refused to eat Toot's delicious oatmeal. "I never have oatmeal," she huffed. "I usually have pancakes with maple syrup." Later, the new friend refused to help rake leaves, even for a little while. "Come on, Daphne," Puddle called. "Raking leaves is piles of fun." "I can't," Daphne said. "I might get a blister." Oh boy. Maybe you are a prima donna, Opal said, her pink face flushed pinker. What's that? Daphne asked. I never heard of it. It's someone who thinks she is so special she won't even help rake leaves. Well, maybe someone just doesn't like to get blisters, Daphne said, because they sting like mad, especially if she needs to practice violin. Everyone was enjoying the quiet end of the day when a scary high-pitched squeal filled the house. Where is Daphne? Puddle asked anxiously. She went to take a bubble bath, Opal told him. Toot was the first one out of his chair. Oh boy. Let's see what happened. Look! Daphne cried, shivering. A creepy crawly! Holy moly! Puddle shouted. That's a big one! Nothing to fear, Toot declared. I'm scared, said Daphne in a small, shaky voice. She was on the brink of tears. I'm really scared! But Opal seemed positively thrilled. I'm sure this is a friendly spider, Daphne, and with a big, beautiful spider you are, she said excitedly. And what a big, beautiful spider you are. Ew, I don't like big, beautiful spiders. After Opal had coaxed the creepy crawly into a glass jar, she took it outside to the woodpile. I hope you enjoy your new home, Mr. Spider. Bye-bye. They would like a woodpile. You were so brave with that spider, Daphne said. I wish I could be that brave. I bet you could be, said Opal. No, Daphne said. Spiders give me goosebumps. But don't you like spider webs? Opal asked. Spiders are the only thing that can make them. Daphne had to admit she had never seen a spider web. You have to be on the lookout to spot one, Opal told her. Wait until you do. Then she turned out the bedroom light. Are you ready to go to sleep? I have an idea, Daphne said. Let's see who can fall asleep the fastest. 1, 2, 3, go! In no time, Daphne was sound asleep. Her contented snoring sounded like the purr of a cat. Opal, however, wasn't ready to go to sleep yet. She wanted to stay awake and gaze at the night sky, as she often did when she came to Woodcock Pocket. There was always something to see. Nice. The end. And Holly Hobbie, she had lived in Conway, Massachusetts. That's where we all live, Massachusetts. So I hope you enjoyed Toot and Puddle, The New Friend by Holly Hobbie. Read by Mrs. O.